Hi, it's Malcolm. I'm joined by my colleague Wayne today, and we're going to be talking about first-time buyer, first-time landlord mortgages. So some people might be wondering, why on earth would a first-time buyer buy a buy-to-let property rather than buy a property for themselves to go and reside in?
There could be a number of reasons. Sometimes it could be linked to your occupation. For example, you might be in a job where you've got tied accommodation with your employer. It could be that you're in the armed forces and you might be getting posted here, there and everywhere and you don't know where you're going to be. But you like the idea of actually making that investment into a property. It could be that you're just comfortable living at home, but want to get something for your future down the track. There could be a number of reasons.
So only a small number of lenders will actually allow a first-time buyer to take out a buy-to-let mortgage. Why do you think that is?
It basically comes down to risk. Lenders are always going to assess the risk, and if you are buying a property to let, you're not living in it, and if things don't go to plan and your tenant stops paying you, but you've still got that mortgage commitment to make, you might be more inclined to just think, do you know what, the roof over my head's not at risk here, so I'm going to let that go. That's not great news for the lender. So they would see that as more of a risk. The other thing is that lenders like to look at what your background is. Now, they are much more, they can build up a much better picture of you if you've already got a mortgage on your house that you live in and you've proved that you pay your mortgage payments on time. So things like your credit score is more likely to be better because you've already got a mortgage. So it's that, again, it's back to that angle of risk as to if you are buying for the first time on a property to let, it might not be as straightforward as a lender would like.
I suppose the other thing is that for a residential mortgage application, you're never going to be able to get more than the lender's maximum multiple of income, whereas buy-to-let affordability is assessed in a different way. They tend to work from the projected rental income. So there's a danger for lenders that this first-time buyer might actually try and sort of circumnavigate the rules and live in the property themselves.
A backdoor buy-to-let, as we call it.
Yeah. So as such, for the lenders that are in the market of this first-time buyer, first-time landlord, they might carry out their affordability assessment as if it were a normal residential application.
I think they could certainly sort of look at it that way and make sure that it fits either way almost.
Okay. Can a customer just take out a normal residential mortgage instead? Because we get asked that quite a lot.
The honest answer is no. People seem to think, what does it matter as long as I qualify for a mortgage? But as advisors and lenders, they price their products according to your intended usage of that property. So the risk factors are different. So if you are if you are going to live in a property, it's not being let, therefore you can't have a buy-to-let mortgage on it. It's as simple as that.
And then finally, if you're in a situation where you're happy with home living with parents, but you've got a 25% deposit and you want to get into the buy-to-let market, can you do an interest-only mortgage as a first-time landlord, first-time buyer?
Again, generally buy-to-let mortgages you can. In a sense, the risk is no more to the lender doing it that way. So it would still be available.
Okay, fine. So an unusual situation, but something that we do come across from time to time. As a first-time buyer, you probably need a bit more help and guidance along the way, and we're certainly here to hold your hand through the full process. Thanks for watching. If you're in the market for mortgage advice, please drop me an email, malcolm@ukmoneyman.com, or give us a call, and please subscribe to our channel.